Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Indigenous Relations and Reconciliation. Last week, the FAO reported that job growth has been uneven across the province's regions. In fact, it was reported that the new job gains in 2017, there were only 1,600 net new jobs created in southwestern, eastern and northern Ontario combined, Speaker. That is a meagre 1.2% of the jobs created. Chief Clifford Bull of Lac Seul said he will, and I quote, fight for better education and employment opportunities for our youth.
He will.
All of us will do that, Speaker. The FAO reported whole regions of the province being completely left behind. Ontario is just not Central Ontario and the GTHA. It is Huron and Bruce counties, it's Windsor, it's Thunder Bay, it's Leeds-Grenville, and it's Kiiwetinoong.
Kitchener.
Of course,
Thank
Speaker,
you.
we want to hear from the minister. Why is he prioritizing economic development in certain areas of
I stand, you sit. Minister of Indigenous Relations and Reconciliation.
Thank you for that question. We take economic development seriously in Ontario. We take it particularly serious as it relates to Indigenous peoples in Ontario, and particularly First Nations and Indigenous peoples in Northern Ontario. With that in mind, I can tell you that we have something called the Indigenous Economic Development Fund. It's continuing for another 7 years. It began in 2017-18. It's an additional investment of $70 million. That's a combined investment of $95 million over 10 years. We're going back to the 2014 budget. We introduced an Indigenous Economic Development Fund, and that was an investment of $25 million over 3 years. As a part of the fund, Ontario provided $15 million to an entity called Aboriginal Financial Institutions over 3 years. They provide grants and loans for promising Indigenous projects. Speaker, we take the development of economic life as it relates to our Indigenous peoples very, very seriously. It is a priority because that's how we're going to